There's just something about this makeup look that is just doing it for me. This look is just the epitome of me, okay? I can't lie, I am such a sucker for a cut crease. I love myself some wing liner, I love smokiness, I love warm tones, and I'm here for it. Today I'm doing a video with the Morphe 35G eyeshadow palette. I am obsessed with this eyeshadow palette. It is the perfect summer palette in my opinion. It has all the bronzy tones you want, warm tones, gold tones. There's even some like really pretty mauves in there. It's just everything you can need in one palette. And if you don't have this palette, then you're missing out because it's a solid 10 out of 10. This is a full face tutorial, so I will show you guys the complete look. I like to keep my intros short because you're here to see me put on makeup, not to hear me talk about random things in an intro. So, with that being said, let's get started with today's look. So I'm going to be starting off with the eyes today. I already have one eye done just because I didn't know what I wanted to do for today's look. So I'm just putting on some oh my god, I clearly just can't talk today and this is not getting off to a good start. I am priming my eyes with my Tarte Shape Tape, and then I'm taking this shadow from my Morphe 35G palette. It is in the shade Heat Wave with the Anastasia brush that comes with all of the Anastasia palettes, just because that little oval side is really good for packing on color. So as you can see, I'm focusing this color mostly right in my crease. I want to start to build that deeper part of the cut crease today, so I'm just packing that in that area until I'm happy with the pigmentation. This shadow is in the shade Tan Up, and I'm just putting that in that same area with my JH40 brush. This is my favorite brush for detailed crease work, or if I'm working in the outer corner, I always reach for this brush just because it's so precise, but I also feel like I can slightly blend out the shadow while using it at the same time. And then once I have that done, I'm just taking a clean Morphe M433 brush. This is like the end-all be-all of blending brushes for me. I love it so much. I'm just using that to slightly buff those shadows. Should I just quit? Should I just stop here, guys? Okay, I'm using this brush to blend those shadows up towards that transition area, but I'm making sure not to blend them up too high. I just want to start to slightly diffuse that area. This definitely is one of my favorite matte shades in this palette. This is in the shade Record Temp. It's definitely more of this like mauve-y brown shade. I'm not sure exactly how to describe it, but I'm just taking a separate Morphe M433 brush. I have a lot of these because, like I said, they're just thebomb.com, but I'm just using that to slightly blend out that crease area. And then I'm picking up this shade Burnt with my JH40 brush. Once again, this brush is everything. You guys need it in your life. I'm just focusing on pushing this tighter into that crease and really just building up the depth in that area. I'm going back in with the shade just because I feel like it wasn't dark enough, and I just really wanted to enhance that crease area. So now that I have that down, I'm going to be taking this shade right here. It's the shade Sandy, and I'm using a Morphe R32 brush to just blend that out over my transition area to make sure that everything is blended nice and smoothly. And then I'm taking my Morphe M224 brush. This is my all-time favorite cut crease brush, and I am just going to pick up my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I am going to cut my crease with this. Now I'm just taking the shade Burnt once again with that JH40 brush. I'm just going to refocus this on that outer corner just to help to create that kind of half cut crease shape that we're going for. Then I'm taking the shade Tantalize, which, oh my god, I love this shade. It is so beautiful. This would definitely be beautiful for just like an all-over lid shade, just using one shadow. I'm just focusing that right next to that outer corner shade, and I'm using a flat shader brush to apply that. And then once that is on, I'm going in with my JH41 brush, and I'm taking the shade Glare, which is that bright highlight shade, and I'm packing this onto the lid. So once I have this on, I'm just going back in with that Tantalize shade and that Glare shade that we just used right now, and I'm making sure that those two shades blend really nicely together and that everything just goes really nicely from one shade into the other. So now I'm taking my L'Oreal gel liner. My Morphe one dried out, so I've been reaching for this one lately, and I love it. And I'm using my Anastasia number 14 brush to apply this. I'm just gonna line up some Scotch tape on my outer corner. This is actually my go-to whenever I'm doing wing liner, and I just don't want to mess it up because this creates the nicest, most crisp line possible, and it's so easy. You just follow the line of the tape, and once you take the tape off, you just have like the perfect wing liner. So if you struggle with wing liner, I would definitely recommend this. I'm just gonna speed through this because it takes a hot minute, and you guys have seen me do liner before. I'm picking up my Colourpop Super Shock highlighter in the shade Lunch Money, and I'm going to focus this on my inner corner, and then once I do my brows, I'm going to put this on my brow bone to highlight. I was going to use that glare shade, however, I wanted something that was just a little bit lighter than that just to make that inner corner pop, so that is why I'm using this highlighter here, which I love this. The formula of these are so freaking creamy, I just can't even get over it. I'm going to quickly fill in my brows with my Benefit Gimme Brow, that's not right, with my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I'm just going to speed through this. You guys have seen this before, everyone fills in their brows different ways, so I just like to fill in the bottom of my brow, the top of my brow, and then I like to fill it in, and then I just run through it with the spoolie. And then, like I said, I'm just going back in with that Super Shock highlighter on my brow bone. Once I have that on, we're going to take a step back from the eyes and move on to the skin. I'm going to be using my Smashbox Primerizer as my primer today. This stuff is great, it's like a primer and moisturizer in one. And for foundation today, I will be using my IT Cosmetics CC Cream. This stuff is awesome. It's super high coverage, and it also is super glowy, so it looks so natural on the skin, and it's perfect for the warmer months coming up because it does have SPF in it. I'm just going to put this all over my face, and then I'm going to blend it in with my StansOut Beauty Sponge. I actually had picked up my Ulta IT Cosmetics brush to use with this today, and then I was like, I don't feel like spending a lot of time blending in my foundation. I just love this sponge so much, you guys. It is seriously the best thing ever. I get my makeup done so quickly with it, and it doesn't absorb too much product. It really doesn't absorb any product, so you do get the fullest coverage possible out of your makeup, which is awesome because I'm sure we've all used different sponges before, or like I know when I use my beauty blender, sometimes it does absorb a little bit too much makeup, and I feel like I'm kind of wasting makeup because I have to go back in and build up the coverage. So I freaking love this thing. If you have not tried it or heard of it, definitely check it out. If you are interested in trying it, I do have a link in my description to where you can buy it. But once I have that on, I'm going to be applying that Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the inner corner of my under eye, and then I'm going to take my L'Oreal Pro Glow and put that towards the outer corner. The reason why I'm using both of these is to not only get the perfect shade, but also I want the majority of that brightness to be on the inner corner, and then towards the outer corner I have little to no darkness on my under eye, so I can just use a normal tone concealer for that. Also, as you can see, once I get towards my liner there, I'm just taking the very fine point of the sponge and going directly right up to that liner just to make that wing look even more crisp, although it already looks bomb, not because I did it, but because we used the tape. I'm going to be using my Chanel Cream Bronzer today, and I'm going to be applying that with my Sigma F84 Angled Kabuki brush, and I'm just going to focus this on the perimeters of my face, so the hollows of my cheeks, as well as my temple and forehead area, and then down my jawline and neck. I always like to bring my bronzers and face products in general down the sides of my neck just to make sure that everything blends nicely together, because you don't want there to be any separation between your face and your neck. No one wants a floating face. It's not cute. It's not a thing. This has quickly become my new favorite liquid highlighter. This is the Morphe Liquid Luster Drops in the shade Optic. These are just so beautiful. They're so lightweight. They're so creamy. They just blend so nicely onto the skin. So I'm just focusing that on the high points of my face, so just on my cheekbones there. And then once I have that on, I'm going to be picking up my RCMA No Color Powder with my JH07 brush. I'm going to be focusing this on my under eye. So I'm going to go in with a concealer brush and just blend out my under eye before I powder it, because as you can see on the other eye, you see those fine lines that are there. If you set those, they're going to be staying there all day long, and you're just going to have those creases in your under eye. So I really like to blend out my under eye before doing this. And then I'm also going to bring that powder down the center of my nose and my forehead and my chin. And then I'm also going to put it slightly next to my nose, so just where I get oily in my T-zone. I'm not going to be powdering my whole face today, so I really want to make sure that I'm just setting the areas that tend to slide the most, which is going to be around my T-zone there. Now I'm going to set that cream bronzer with my Guerlain Terra-cotta bronzer. This is in the shade 00. It's like the perfect bronzer for winter because I'm definitely very pale, so I feel like I can build it up without looking too muddy. And I'm just using my JH02 brush to apply that. For blush, I'm just using my Sonia Kashuk blush in the shade Flamingo. If you guys have any blush recommendations, please let your girl know. It's been a hot minute since I've found blushes that I like. I love my Morphe blush trio, but I feel like I use that a lot, so I didn't want to use that today. So help your girl out and recommend some blushes down below. But after I have that on, I'm just picking up that Super Shock highlighter once again with my JH09 brush, and I'm just focusing that on the top of my cheekbones to set that Optic highlighter and just to really illuminate my face and just create more of a glow today. I've been loving glowy skin lately. I feel like it will never get old. I just love the healthy, dewy complexion. I'm just all about it. So once I have all my face makeup on, I'm setting my face with my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is a must for me. It just takes away the powdery look of your makeup and it just helps your makeup stay on all day long. And then I'm just going to quickly put on a coat of mascara to prep my lashes for falsies. I will be using my Nars Climax mascara today. For lashes, I will be using these Eylure Vegas nail lashes. These are in the style Platinum Princess, and oh my god, I absolutely love these. I'm definitely going to be picking up another pair of these. I just got them at Target. They're great because they're from a drugstore, they're super affordable, but I'm just going to pop those on, and then I'm going to be lining my lower waterline with my Morphe eyeliner in the shade Dark Room. Then I'm just taking that shade Record Temps once again. I'm just going to use this to blend out that lower lash line area where I put that liner just to really create a little bit more smokiness in today's look. And then once that's on and blended out, I'm going to be taking that shade Sandy once again. That was a transition shade that we used. And I'm just going to use this to blend out that Record Temp shade. So this is not only going to help to blend out that Record Temp shade, but it's also just going to really buff things out and smoke things out and reincorporate that shade back into the lower lash line, which in turn is just going to tie everything together. So then I'm just going to be putting on a quick coat of mascara onto my lower lashes. This is my Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara. I love this for the lower lashes because the wand really helps you go in and separate each lash and just coat it really nicely. For lips today, I'm going to be using my Morphe Backseat Love lip liner, and then I'm going to be applying my MAC lipstick in the shade Velvet Teddy. However, I realized once I had this on, I was not feeling it. It was a little too pink for this look, so I'm taking this Melted Matte Lipstick by Too Faced. This is in Chocolate Honey, I think, and I just put this over top of that, and then I really enjoyed the way that this lip combo paired with the eye look. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so this completes today's look. I kind of just wanted to do like a classic take on like a golden bronzy smoky eye. I don't know, all I know is I'm feeling this look and I'm here for it. I will be doing a cool tone look soon, just because I know I have been doing my fair share of warm looks, but it's just the key to my heart, okay? I can't help it. I'm just such a sucker for warm looks. I could probably do a warm makeup tutorial every time I upload a video and not be mad about it, but I'm not going to do that to you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, you already know what to do. Give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you click that button as well as the bell button down below so you get notified when I upload. And feel free to leave any comments down below. First of all, letting me know what you thought of this look and if you enjoyed this video, which I hope that you did. And also, if there's any other videos or looks or palettes you want to see me do or use, feel free to leave those down below. I want to film what you guys want to see. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one.